Well, in this section of the chapter, we'll be dealing with immunity. So basically, if you can see, this immunity has been divided into two categories. First category is the innate immunity and the second is the acquired immunity. So basically, what is innate immunity? Immunity, basically, it is non-specific type and it is within the body of the individual, and it is present at the time of the birth. That means it is an innate quality of immunity. Now, what are the three basic points of the innate immunity is? First comes the physical barrier, the second comes the physiological barrier, and third is the cellular barrier. So what is physical barrier? For example, the skin and the mucus layer coating of the epithelial or the gastrointestinal tract, these are certain lining that provides immunity to the individual. For example, the mucus coating makes the skin, makes the inner layer non-permeable to the pathogen or whatever it is, disease causing bacteria. Now second is physiological barrier is, the acid layer of the stomach or the saliva of the mouth. These are the primary self-defensive mechanism, and where it controls the growth of the pathogen. And third is the cellular barrier. Now what is cellular barrier? Within the cell there are certain WBCs or the leukocytes or macrophages that basically phagocytes. What is phagocytes? Engulfing of the pathogen and destroys the microbe. And then what is the cytokinin bacteria? Cytokinin bacteria, there are certain viruses. Now when the viruses infects the cell, they secrete certain protein that is known as interferons, and this interferons whereas it protects and it's not affecting the cell. Okay, now here protects the non-infected cell, and here again we come to the acquired immunity. Now basically, what is acquired immunity? Acquired immunity is something that you achieve after the infection is over. That means once the pathogen has infected a person, it creates certain antibody within the individual, and from where the pathogen specific system works there. The body priorly notices and checks the antibody that is produced within it, and that prevents the primary response and to certain extent it's of a very low intensity. Okay, now here you see, the primary and the secondary immune responses are carried out with the help of two special type of cells, types of cells that is known as the lymphocyte present in our blood. That is two type of lymphocyte, the beta lymphocyte or the B lymphocyte and the T lymphocyte. Basically, that B lymphocyte, it produces an army of protein in response to the pathogen in the blood. Okay, so these proteins are called antibodies, and the T cells themselves do not secrete any antibody but helps the B cells to produce them. Now each antibody molecule has 4 peptide chain. Here you can see 2 heavy one and 2 light one. Okay, now hence the antibody is represented the H2L2. 2 heavy, 2 light, that is why it is H2L2, and the different type of antibody produced in our body is for a different that means actually they are antigen specific. Okay, now because of these antibodies found in the blood, the response is also called the humoral immune response. Now this is one of the acquired immunity and the antibody mediated. Now the secondary cells called cell mediated immunity or the cell mediated immunity, that is the T lymphocyte, is very often that help in the body and non-body rejection. For example, whatever is not in the own body, it rejects. For example, if the person is having a kidney failure and new kidney is transplanted in the specific one, the body has got a natural tendency to reject them. So the differentiating between the self and non-self is basically the work of the T cell immunity. Now basically, what is active and passive immunity? Active immunity is when the host is exposed to a certain kind of antigen. Okay, now which may be in the living form, in the dead or in the dead form, the cell has got a capacity to produce antibody against it. So the type of immunity is called active active immunity. Active immunity in which the response of the pathogen, the body produces antibodies. So that is during immunization or infection, this microbes are is injected into the body. So when ready-made, and passive immunity is in case when you take antibiotics, that means antibodies are directly given to the person inside the body so that they can react to it. So you get the difference. When the antibody is produced within the body on itself is known as active immunity, and when the antibody is given primarily, that is known as a passive immunity. The Clostridium. Now the Clostridium is the first mill, and now that is also gives the defense mechanism to the fetus. So vaccine, and basically what is vaccination, when the pathogen, vaccine is a preparation of antigen, okay, or the protein of the pathogen that is given inside the body, and the body produces antibody in response to that. Okay, so that is the pathogen agent during the actual infection. So the vaccine also generates B and T cells that recognizes the pathogen quickly in production of the antibody. So if a person is injected with some deadly microbes to which quick immune system is required, with some deadly microbes as such as tetanus, we need directly inject the perform antibody, okay, or antitoxin in preparation containing the antibody of the toxin. And even in cases of snake bite, the injection which is given to the patient contains performed antibodies against the snake venom. So this is known as a passive immunity. Okay. And basically what is allergy? An allergy is an exaggerated response of the immune system in certain antigen present in the environment is called allergy. That means what? If we say that this substance causes allergy, that means what? The body automatically rejects this. Okay, they show the symptoms are very aggressive just to ward off that particular antigen or the substance that causes allergy.